Good evening, everybody. We're about to go live in about 5 minutes, so hang tight and we'll be right back. Good evening, everybody. You made it. At least I hope you made it. Otherwise, I'm sitting here in the Shave to Save virtual studios talking to my laptop. Welcome to the 19th annual Shave to Save 2020. I'm Matt Martinick, your host for the evening. When I'm not emceeing virtual events, which is always, this is the first time I've ever done this, I'm the executive director for the American Cancer Society here in Kansas City. Every great host needs an awesome supporting cast, and I have to tell you, I'm not a great host, but I do have the best supporting cast in the business. So really quick, you're going to see some folks popping in and out throughout the next 20 minutes, and I thought it'd be great to introduce them up front. So I'd like to meet my wonderful family since we're all cooped up here at home. First is my wonderful, lovely wife, Emily. She'll be helping me out quite a bit. So there's Emily. Thank you. Behind me are two of the craziest kids you're probably ever going to meet. Pop up, they're crazy ones. That's Abby, that's Tom. They'll be helping us out tonight too as we get into this. So we're really excited about you guys being here. So before we jump into tonight's event though, we wanted to send a huge thank you to our amazing healthcare workers who are doing everything they can right now to take care of us during this crazy time. We're blessed at the American Cancer Society to have wonderful relationships with all of our healthcare partners, health system partners, here in Kansas City, and we're grateful for their work. I hope you and your family are staying safe and healthy during this unprecedented pandemic. Obviously, most of us have seen nothing like this before in our lives. So our thoughts and prayers are with all of you, but especially our cancer patients across the country and here in the Kansas City Metro too. So we're here tonight to celebrate the Hope Lodge. And I hope most of you know the Hope Lodge is a free home away from home for cancer patients and their caregivers. It's a place for them to stay when they travel to Kansas City for their world-class cancer care. Some of you may know that we made the difficult decision recently to temporarily suspend Hope Lodge operations as a way to keep our patients and their caregivers safe. It was not an easy decision, but we know it was the right decision for sure, because our guests' safety is the #1 priority at this time. So we look forward to when we can reopen the Kansas City Hope Lodge just as soon as we know it's safe for cancer patients and their families as well. So, all right, let's have a little bit of fun. I am honored to welcome you all to the 19th annual Shave to Save, presented by our great friends, the University of Kansas Health System. We have a lot of great sponsors that help to make tonight possible. I know this looks a little bit different than what it traditionally would, but we want to send a big thank you to our mobile bidding sponsor. Hopefully you will see GEHA's logo a lot tonight because you're going to be making a lot of bids, which will be fantastic. We also have our silver sponsors, which we're very grateful for: Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City, North Kansas City Hospital, Advent Health, HNTB, our wonderful neighbors right downtown, BMLY and our foundation, Henderson Engineers, and Black and Veatch. Really excited to have their support. And we also want to send a big thank you to our bronze sponsors and our in-kind sponsors as well. Also, really quick, a huge thanks to all of our shavees, which you'll hear a lot more about as we go along tonight. Our board members that help secure a lot of our sponsorship and our shavees. We're grateful for the great work that they've done. And our wonderful planning committee who do an excellent job of pulling this all together. Thank you all for your dedication for tonight's event. So here we are. Everybody, ideally, we'd be down at the Abbott's. We'd be listening to DJ Ashton Martin spin some records for us right now. But you know, we're going to make the most of this situation. So hopefully you've gotten a drink, you're in your comfy clothes, or I've got some wonderful friends and neighbors that got all dressed up to make the most of the night. So wherever you may be, get yourself comfortable. Hopefully you got something to drink. I've got my water. I promise it's water, but my old shit was in glass. But we're going to get going here. Cheers as we do this. A little context really quick too. It costs us about $650,000 to operate the Kansas City Hope Lodge. That's just to keep the doors open for our guests. That's not if we had to replace the roof or if the HVAC system went out. That's just keeping the lights on. And so through Shave to Save this year, we are trying our best to raise. Our goal is to raise $230,000 to help fund Hope Lodge operations, and we're going to make a big progress towards doing that tonight. So here's your opportunity to give to the Hope Lodge at the level that is comfortable for you. Obviously, there's a lot going on right now, and we totally understand that. But it's really easy. Hopefully, you're watching us right now on our Give Smart page, where you can click Donate right above my head. If you're on the Facebook Live feed, we're glad you found us and stumbled onto us there. We'd ask that you join us at the GiveSmart page. The link is in the comments section. So why don't you come on over to this page where you can make your bids right there. Everything and anything you give tonight is greatly appreciated. And like we said, benefits the Kansas City Hope Lodge. So, all right, let's get, I guess, not the bidding started, but let's start with, we're blessed with our first gift, and we'll kick it off because it's from our good friends, the Kansas City Royals. I have committed a gift of $1,000 to the Kansas City Hope Lodge tonight. I know we all missed opening day at the K this week, which was a big bummer, but many of us cannot wait to see our boys in blue back on the diamond. And we're so grateful for their support. So thank you very much, Royals, for your support of the Lodge. And on a side note, I never got to have a signing day ceremony where high school kids pop on the hat of the college they're going to. I felt like I just had my own little moment there. So if the Royals are looking for a first baseman who was never really that good of a first baseman, I'm your guy. Let me know. So we've got many levels you can give at tonight, ranging from $1,000, which the Royals gave at, or more. You know, don't feel like it's got to be the ceiling, all the way down to $50. And a $50 gift can help buy essential items like hand sanitizer, toilet paper. I know we all know everything about toilet paper right now. And let's be honest, a package of toilet paper is probably worth more than $50, but $50 goes a long way to helping us out. So wherever you feel comfortable, please come on in because that will make a big difference for us tonight. And thank you for all your donations that you give all night long. So now, if we were doing this in person as opposed to the virtual Shave to Save studios, like we traditionally do, you'd see that the biggest part of tonight's event are our shavees. And you've heard me mention the word shavee. I think many of you probably are familiar with what a shavee is, but we have folks, because we're doing this virtually, joining us from all over the country tonight, which is really exciting. So just a little bit of background. Shavees are the lifeblood of this event. They are the amazing people who commit to, one, raising a minimum of $5,000 and above, and two, as a reward for raising that $5,000 minimum, agree to get their head shaved on stage at our event. For those that have been to the event, you know just how powerful that moment is for both the shavee when they're on stage, our awesome MC Garrett Lezak, who we'll hear from here a little bit later in the program, does an excellent job of talking with each of the shavees and their first swipe, the folks that they bring up on stage to help them with that. But we're going to try our best to recreate that to the best of our abilities. So we're always in awe of our shavees and everything that they bring to the table, and 2020 is absolutely no different at all. This year's top shavee is Scott Helt from the University of Kansas Health System, and this number is going to blow you away. Scott raised $38,554 as our top shavee this year. So this is everybody else, I'm sure, at home is helping me do the slow clap for our good friend Scott, but Scott was amazing. And hopefully you were following our social media pages this week. You would have seen Scott's nice, really thick, long beard, as well as his really long hair, and going through the shaving process, which was very impressive. So thank you very much, Scott. We appreciate your support. All of our shavees have raised more than $125,000 this year. 20 shavees raising $125,000. That's super impressive. Bravo. We can't thank you all enough for that. So stay tuned. At the end of our program, we'll have a special reveal of all the shavees. We have a great video for you, and it's going to be fantastic. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I see the donations are coming in. Thank you, everyone. I can see on Facebook that all kinds of stuff is bubbling up. So it looks like we got a lot of friends out there that are watching, which is great. Keep bidding, like I said, up above. Packages are down below too. I'll talk about those here in a second because every little bit helps us out at the Hope Lodge. Let's take a few minutes to preview some of the great items that are available tonight. We're not going to go through all the silent auction items. Those have been up all week, and a lot of you have been taking a look at those and getting an idea of what's out there and finding something that's right for you. But like I said, you can donate now, and I'm keep doing this. the donate now button, which is right above me. But you can also purchase some items right away as well. One of those items, this fantastic Hope Lodge t-shirt, right? $25, very comfortable. The lovely Emily Tomlinson had one on as well when she popped in. They're great. They're super soft. They're fantastic. It's great for your current quarantine situation. A big shout out to our volunteer, Bree Walter. Bree is one of our great volunteers that helps not only with Shave to Save, but with our other events as well. And she designed the logo and whatnot for this year's event, or for this year's t-shirt. So that's great. Over my right shoulder, we have our raffle prize for tonight. And it's a really nice looking football and a hat. And we've got a poster there too as well. But that's just not any football, folks. There's some pretty impressive autographs in that football, but there's one autograph in particular that's very impressive. And that's, you can figure out who that is. Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes. So make sure you snatch up as many raffle tickets as you can so you can have your chance to get that keepsake. We also have our blind wine right back here too. You're stuck inside. A nice bottle of wine goes a really long way. You've earned it, so treat yourself with that one. That's package number 12. Over here on my left, if you've had too much of the wine the night before, which happens, right? Over here, we've got our good friends from the roastery who helped us to develop what we are calling our Cup of Hope blend. You can pick this up, some coffee for you to help you get moving in the morning after perhaps you had a little bit too much of your blind wine. But this was there. It's a delicious blend. All of the proceeds for the month of March that the roastery was selling that came back to the Hope Lodge and Shave to Save. So we're really grateful. Big shout out to our good friends at the roastery for that. And we also want to do one more shout out to our friends at Panera Bread. During the month of March, did a roundup campaign, to help benefit the Hope Lodge and Shave to Save as well too. So thank you to them. That's fantastic. We're so blessed to have so many partners. We say it all the time in Kansas City. Kansas City is a town that takes care of its own, right? When somebody's down or somebody's in need, we take care of one another. And us at the American Cancer Society and at the Hope Lodge are an unbelievable example of that as well too. So, okay, the auction is closing and it looks like about 7 minutes, right? We got 7 more minutes. So if you're on the fence and wondering, do I want to bid on this? The answer is absolutely yes. You do want to bid on that right now and make this bid your best bid. So what we're going to do next for the next few minutes is we're going to bring in a couple of our VIPs. I am excited to call our first friend, Jeff Wright, who is the chair of Shave to Save Board of Ambassadors. Calling Jeff right now on FaceTime. Let's see if we can give him. Well, as a matter of fact, there he is. How you doing, Jeff?
Good evening, man. How are you doing? You're doing a great job on our first virtual Shave to Save.
Well, that's very kind, Jeff. I picked Jeff to say that, folks. But yes, Jeff, we got only a few minutes, but we're so thankful for everything you've done to make this year's event fantastic. Real quick, can you tell us why the Hope Lodge and Shave to Save is important to you in the University of Kansas Health System?
Well, for those that have not been to Shave to Save, it really is more than just a place to stay. It becomes this home away from home for so many of our cancer patients and their caregivers, and it provides the sense of hope and caring from the staff who are there. But we are just so fortunate to have the Hope Lodge here in Kansas City. And for the University of Kansas Cancer Center, we see about 6,000 new cancer cases a year. And since our NCI designation back in 2012, we've seen patients from almost every state in the United States. And actually with our precision medicine and now with therapies like CAR T, we've seen patients from 19 different countries, and they need a place to stay. And often that's the Hope Lodge. I'm just so fortunate to have that right here in Kansas City.
Jeff, we really appreciate you making the time. Again, a lot of our success for tonight's event has a lot to do with your leadership as well as the support from the University of Kansas Health System. So thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Let's bid them high. Let's make this happen, Matt. Thank you.
Absolutely. You heard it there, folks. Thanks, Jeff. All right. And Jeff will go back out and start bidding on some stuff too. So take his advice and make sure you're getting out there. Those donations keep coming in. We're really trying to close that gap to get to that $230,000 tonight. So we'll announce at the very end how much we've raised, but it's looking really good too. So our next VIP is our good friend, Gary Lezak. So I'm going to bring up Gary right now too. Gary obviously knows. Gary, it's Matt with the American Cancer Society. How are you?
Hey, Matt, I'm watching. You're doing fantastic. I mean, this is the first virtual Shave to Save, and let's just hope that next year we don't have a virtual Shave to Save.
That's so true, Gary. The weather today. Well, first off, thank you for the compliment. That coming from you really means a lot. It feels weird to be doing not your job, but what you do so really good. Well, so weather was chilly today, wasn't it?
It was chilly. We had freezing rain. We had a very rare April weather day today, and the pattern cycling according to my theory. And 58 days ago today, it's a 58-day cycle. 58 days ago, it snowed, and it was the parade, the Chiefs Super Bowl parade.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. That's very crazy. Gary, real quick, because we're getting tight on time, I just want to introduce you. My wife and I and our family, we adopted a puppy not too long ago. So this is Moose. Just had a Gary. I know Rainbow and Sunny are probably close. We just thought we would say hi. Yes, how you doing, Moose?
Hi, Moose.
Yes.
And just real quick, I don't know if you can see this, but there's Rainbow.
Nice.
The Sunny's in the other room. But
nice.
Hey, this is a big event. We're trying to raise. We're trying to raise the money for the Hope Lodge, the Kansas City Hope Lodge, and we have $20,000 for our goal. So we want everyone to start donating now. We got some great items for bid here. I've been involved. Matt Anthony, who started this event, his brother was diagnosed with a bad brain cancer, and he decided to Shave to Save 19 years ago, and this event has been just one of the best events in Kansas City. I'm proud to be involved. All the proceeds tonight and from this effort will go to the Kansas City Hope Lodge, which houses patients and their families as they go through cancer treatments. We're in a rough time right now, so any funds are going to help. We have $20,000 we want to raise in this next hour. So let's do it. We're going to try to do $20,000 in 20 minutes. So I'm proud to be involved. Congratulations to all the shavees out there. And let me just tell you, I can't wait to see the final video at the end of this segment so we can see how you all look. But thank you for participating and raising that over $120,000 today, just the shavees alone. That's a great effort, and know that we all appreciate it. I wish I could have been there with you and gone through this moment. And we'll get back to it next year. But today, still a special day, so let's raise the money.
Gary, you're one of a kind, sir. We're so grateful to have you as our MC, but for your support. You always do a wonderful job. So thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
I'm watching.
All right, thanks. All right. So there you go. We got Gary involved. It's not Shave to Save unless Gary is involved as well. So let's do a time check really quick. And holy cow, we're right on time. And my trusty assistant, one way or the other. Yeah, your way, Abby. Abby's got a timer there. We're going to count it down from 10 seconds. This will be the closing of the silent and live auction in 10 seconds. So, Abs, go ahead and hit the start button on that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, folks. There it is. So congratulations and thank you to all of our winners. You can still get your t-shirts. Wonderful t-shirts, super comfortable. You can still get coffee. You can't buy a raffle ticket anymore, but you can certainly make donations all night long too. We'll have that open until about midnight tonight. So we're getting close to wrapping up tonight's event, and we want to hear from somebody who's benefited from the Hope Lodge really quick. Holly and Jeff Minnis, and I'm gonna this is one of those situations where, you know, we would love to have Holly and Jeff with us for sure, but Holly and Jeff stayed at the Hope Lodge. I'm gonna just kind of talk behind them so you can see them. Holly and Jeff stayed at the Hope Lodge for 100 days last year in 2019, and we reached out to Jeff to ask them what the Hope Lodge meant to them. And so here's a quick quote from them. I'm going to put this down so I can see that actually. The Hope Lodge to us was more than just a place. It was our safe haven and a home away from home. We developed incredible friendships with many people. During that time could have been very dark, but we found the light in the amazing staff and volunteers who selflessly served. We were incredibly blessed to be at the Hope Lodge. Thank you, Holly and Jeff. We're so grateful that you shared that with us, and we're so grateful that the Hope Lodge was there for you when you needed it most. So I can't believe time has flown by this fast. This has really gone super fast. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's been pretty amazing. So really quick, thank you to our mobile bidding sponsor, GEHA. They've done an amazing job in helping us get everything up and running. All of our silver sponsors, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City, North Kansas City Hospital, Advent Health, HNTB, again, our wonderful neighbors right downtown, VMLY and our foundation, Henderson Engineers, and Black and Beach. Thank you to all of our bronze and in-kind sponsors as well. And thank you again to the Roastery and Panera for their support through their cause marketing campaigns this year as well. Thank you to all of our Shave to Save board members. You heard from Jeff right at the top. Really appreciate his leadership and support. The Shavees, you'll see that video here in just a few minutes, and the event planning committee. Your hard work and dedication to our mission and Shave to Save is wonderful. And thanks for sticking with us through, which obviously was a crazy time. I also want to send a really big thank you to two of our ACS staff for pulling this off as well. Lauren Gruber and Sherry Forrest have done a tremendous job of working with our volunteer and staff team to take what is usually a 500-person gala event and everything that comes with that, and transforming it into a virtual experience in a little less than 2 weeks, or just about 2 weeks, which is pretty super impressive. Thank you all for joining us for our first virtual Shave to Save. We hope this has been somewhat of an entertaining evening for you, better than, you know, the different shows you maybe been watching on Netflix. Hopefully you found this a little bit more entertaining. Thank you for bidding high and for bidding often and for your generosity tonight. No matter what you were able to give, we are so grateful that you were able to do that. So I am now excited to share with you. Let's see here. Okay, I'm looking for the name of the winner of the Patrick Mahomes signed football. And oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the person who won it, because I know this guy and I don't think he's going to win it anyways. Congratulations to Joshua and Julie Mammon. Joshua Mammon, Dr. Mammon is one of our great volunteers, and I work at the University of Kansas Health System. So congratulations, Dr. Mammon. That's exciting stuff for you. And now I'm looking for one more text because, you know, this is live TV, folks. It looks like I'm excited to share our total amount raised was, oh my gosh, get out of here. $231,000, folks. That's unbelievable. Our goal was $230,000. If you would have told us a couple of weeks ago that we wouldn't even come close to getting the goal, we would have said you're crazy. That is, wow. Thank you all so much. It's unbelievable that we did that well today. But it shouldn't be. I don't know why that threw me off, because Kansas City is amazing and you all have done a great job. So congratulations to all of our winning bidders of our premier and silent auction items. We will be in touch with you next week about how we will get those items to you. Obviously, it's kind of a crazy situation, but we will make sure we get those things to you as soon as possible. So, and now for the moment you've all been waiting for, like I said, we're going to do our big Shavy reveals. So we're incredibly excited to share a video with you, a mashup video of all of our shade videos coming together. So thank you all. This has been a lot of fun. The video will play on this platform. Reminder, if you still want to donate, above my head, you can do it there. Down below, if you want to buy some coffee or a t-shirt or something like that. So thanks, everybody. Have a great night.